From the words of Tim, let's just stop being political.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, good luck. Godspeed.
Good luck. Don't do anything too bad, so please, because I don't feel like talking about politics.
Yes. Yeah. So the next time we talk about politics, if we ever do,
probably
is if you
memes.
fuck up.
Probably
so
memes.
Don't fuck up.
Or if like some worldwide monumental thing happens.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm just here for the memes. Listen.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
You know, boys, I think from now on, we should just sit like Bernie Sanders does. Just from now on, just... This could have been an email.
This could have been on Discord.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode.
I am once again asking for a presidential nomination.
I'm once asking for a Cash App donation.
Dude, he was in this is the president's inauguration. The guy was sitting on like a freaking like foldable chair that they used at the YMCA.
He was attending Joe's thing, and then he has to go to the post office.
Yeah, exactly.
His mom made him go.
So welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Life on Easy Mode podcast. This week, we don't have too much to discuss, but we do have a new... not mini-series, but a new part of the podcast that we want to add.
Yes.
So, Gian, if you want to talk about that.
The Oscars, ladies and germs, for 2021, usually Oscars happen in February, March. Usually February, I believe. Golden Globes would have already happened. Ricky Gervais a year ago would have, that
was already a year ago. That's crazy.
He ruined Hollywood.
Damn.
Great man. So apparently, I remember seeing. I would look it up on my phone. I don't know why it was glitching. Apparently in April. I don't know if that's going to work because by the time the vaccine starts, even by then, they predict at least 10%, 15% have been vaccinated. And right now we have over 50,000, including my mother, who has had the first dose, and about 15,000 who have had second dose. So the 50,000 are, I think it's at 5.1% of Rhode Island's population. So I'm okay, so we're on the right track. So by summer, they predict between 35 and 45% to be vaccinated in the United States. But that's if people get vaccinated. So I think they should wait till that. But who knows? There haven't been a lot of movies that were released in 2020, except for the ones before Corona, and everything was basically pushed back, except for the movies that were released directly onto the streaming service. Soul was originally supposed to be in the theaters, and I know HBO Max, we talked about this, are doing their whole spiel of 2021 movies, all 31 of them, on streaming service in the same day. So they say the Oscars are going to be in 2021 April. I don't know if that's going to work. I think because especially with the movies that were released, there isn't a lot. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's 10 movies that are nominated for Best Picture. 10 of them. I don't think I can count with my fucking fingers 10 Best Picture nominees right now. Not saying all the 2020 movies were bad, but a lot of them weren't released, and a lot of them weren't as good. And even the early 2020 movies were already nominated for the 2020 Oscars, 1917 and Parasite. So, with this, we are going to be doing our own Oscars. And I took this idea from another podcast. Their CinemaSins does their podcast called Sinscast, and they do during March Madness basically a bracket wise of the movies, 64 of them. We're not going to do all those movies. At the end of each podcast, starting next week, we'll take up 15-20 minutes. We'll talk about a few matchups of movies going head to head, and then however long it'll take, we'll decide what Best Picture we decide. And these are movies ranging from, the 70s, 80s, 90s to current times. These are one of our all-time favorite movies.
Right, so it's not a yearly Oscar. It's kind of just
it's just
in general.
It's our meme skers.
Yeah, I've got meme skers.
But these are more serious films. So starting next week, we'll be doing them. We'll be doing north, south, east, west brackets. We'll be doing all seed stuff, and then we'll decide what Best Picture. So here are the movies.
Name off all of them?
Yeah, we'll name off all of them just so they can know. We have Inception, The Prestige, Dark Knight, Interstellar, Whiplash, The Lego Movie, 1917, Shawshank Redemption, Star Wars Episode 5, Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, Parasite, Lord of the Rings, we still have not decided which one, the Lego Batman Movie, Logan, Joker, Good Will Hunting, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Ex Machina, Get Out, Knives Out, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Thor Ragnarok, Baby Driver, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Black Klansman, the Bourne Trilogy, Pulp Fiction, Anchorman, Avenger Endgame, and Nicky's all-time favorite, Ace Ventura. So all those are ranging from different ratings. I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. I don't care. So you can go look at Ace Ventura and see that has a 30% Rotten Tomatoes. I don't fucking care.
This is about how much you...
Jim
they don't
Carrey
know
is
what like irony or like comedy is.
Jim Carrey is fucking hilarious.
This is about how much you enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
But if Ace Ventura beats all these movies, I will have some serious questions.
I will have some serious
I will have some
questions
serious
as well.
questions. So we are going to be tormented. We are going to hurt our feelings because we are probably going to have to vote away movies that we love.
We're going to ruin friendships.
We're going to ruin.
This is gonna be
is
a
worse than
friendship
Uno.
ruiner more than Monopoly.
Worse than Among Us.
Worse than Among Us,
But
bro.
that's why we're going to be doing it with 3. And if one of us is out one week, we're not going to be able to do it because let's say me and Nicky vote out of 2 movies. He votes for, let's say, The Dark Knight, and I vote for Interstellar. And he has the deciding vote, so that's why we have 3.
Yeah. That's how capitalism works.
So those are the movies. Obviously, there are tons of other great movies out there, but those are 32 movies, and those are the movies that we have decided that will go up in the starting next week. So
Cool.
That's
what will be happening from now on,
And
unless of course, like you said, Miguel or someone else isn't here.
And those will be at the end of the podcast. So podcast will probably run now like an hour and 20. So like,
I mean, it depends on how much we have to talk about.
It depends on what topics we talk about. So but those will be at the end of the podcast.
Right. Speaking of the end of something,
Endgame.
it's the end of Trump's presidency, and now Joe Biden is now officially the 46th president of the United States of America.
He was kicked out.
No, he left gracefully.
Wait, was it one of you that like predicted if he was going to get kicked out by a Secret Service because he would refuse to leave the White House? Was it one of you?
I was saying it like
I predicted if there were going to be riots, which there weren't.
There weren't. Thank God.
Like I'm surprised.
I predicted saying I didn't predict, but like I was saying like if he wasn't going to go peacefully, they were probably going to kick him out. But no, he left like 3 hours before the inauguration, something like that.
Yeah, and I think he's in Florida right now. I believe
He's trying to get a tan.
He's in
Naturally.
West Palm Beach, I think.
Oh, he's on the west side?
Yeah. Well, it's called West Palm Beach, but it's
I know
on
where
the
that
east
is, yeah.
side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he probably owns like half that land.
Probably.
No, probably not.
But no, he left a nice big doo-doo in the toilet for Biden.
Yeah.
With a note.
Joe Biden said that he left a note there, and since it was private, he wouldn't say it in public or release it unless...
this was true.
Yes, it is true.
Yeah, this is true. Yes, he did lose a
I
note.
thought this was a meme.
Well, since Trump didn't see him in person, and since he didn't show him around the White House like a president should, he kind of just left a note. Joe Biden said it was a very generous note, but he didn't want to say it publicly until he talked to Trump. So
Okay.
I'm low key curious to know what the
What do we think?
I mean,
said?
I know it is Trump, but he still had to maintain some sort of professionalism with it. So he probably wrote a note saying, best of luck in the White House.
Do you really think he wrote that letter?
Well, I mean, he definitely had some help with
No.
maybe
He
like-
has some. Someone was sitting at his desk writing it, and then the person writing goes, "Is this good?"
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wait. Make sure my name is in.
No,
big
wait, let me
letters.
just...
Make sure it says frankly in there somewhere.
Make sure I use huge.
When you spell huge, use a Y.
Make sure Gina. But no, it was probably like the wrong password for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And, dude, you know what's funny? I like how the big thing was supposed to be Joe Biden's inauguration, but now the Bernie Sanders meme, that's literally... I've heard more about that than Joe Biden's inauguration.
But I haven't seen Facebook. Every time I scroll past Facebook, I see a combination of just
Bernie.
people editing him into movies, into like scenarios, into like pictures, album covers, and I'm like, oh my god!
I saw one where he was doing the Gangnam Style. That was the winner.
Yeah.
No way!
I saw that one.
I think we need to make a
saw
video.
that one.
I feel like
Now, by the time we get it out, it's gonna be dead, probably.
Yeah.
probably. Well, I mean, but
We're no longer the meme lords.
yeah, but we're still gonna. I mean, we're fucking making the Logan Paul video.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
Soon to come.
Next weekend?
Question mark?
Question mark? It's gonna happen. So
Realistically, what was the biggest moment? Like, a old man like putting his hand on the Bible, like, oh yeah, I swear to God, or whatever, or like a man.
goes, I swear to God,
a man with drip
Bro.
wearing homemade mittens.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hamal.
And also Kamala Harris's nephew
Bro, Jordans.
wearing Jordan 1s to inauguration. He had drip too.
Bro, he knew he was going to be on worldwide television. He had to make it some kind of impression.
Nah, but Bernie was the drippiest one there, bro.
Oh no, he won, bro. It's funny how
God, yeah.
we're already at the start, and that's already going to be meme of the year.
Mm-hmm.
By like December 2021, that's going to be nominated for meme of the year, if not the biggest meme of the year.
Well,
So-
I mean, it's like it's only January, boys. It's only January. I mean, it's gonna be February in like next week or more than that. So, right?
Yeah, something
That's
like that. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So, bro, that's crazy.
The first month
But you know
of
what?
January.
You know what is sad? Like today, I was looking on Facebook and Larry King died of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
knew
saw
that
Larry King.
he had not controversy, but like he isn't like how do I like say this? Like he not controversy, but like not a lot of people saw like eye to eye what he would like say in like his like little like talk show thing, I guess. Or is that Steve?
Are you thinking about Stephen King?
No, that's Stephen King. No, 'cause Larry King's. No, I think it is Larry King.
Oh, maybe thinking of Howard Stern.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Howard Stern, but I know Larry King did have some.
He,
like,
he did have a show on CNN. I don't think he was really that controversial. I could be wrong because
I've
I've
never seen
I
any
just
of it.
I
I just
did
haven't seen people like say like gloat about him, saying like he's the greatest like talk show.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I know, but like I'm like, oh, maybe, but I thought I saw something. But
Yeah, I know he was in the radio business for like 65
Oh God,
years.
yeah.
So
Since he was in his
20s,
yeah.
yeah.
So he died of 87, I believe,
Yeah,
From
of
COVID.
COVID. Because
Yeah.
I knew he got COVID last week. I saw it on Facebook. Like, oh shit! And I go, well, best of luck. And then he unfortunately passed away. So I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So if 2021 doesn't, or even 2022 comes after Betty White before her 100th, I will have to blow up the government.
that's gonna have to be a reality.
She can
because
live-
she's gonna make it to triple digits. We'll make sure of it.
Oh God, yeah. Screw the Queen. I shouldn't say that. The Queen's gonna come after me now. A royal
Dude.
guard. So
What the hell's the UK gonna do? Throw like? Are
Betty
they gonna,
White.
Are they gonna dump our tea in the
they're
water?
gonna throw crackers at me.
Betty White is our queen.
Oh God, yeah. She's older than the Queen, bro. She was friends with Jesus.
Bro, literally, she graduated when Christopher Columbus was setting sail, dog. What the hell you mean, friend?
Like
with Jesus.
you know the person that Jesus turned water into wine. Yeah, she was that woman in the background. She saw that happen.
So
Joe Biden, guys.
yeah, how do you? Okay, so I know that you both voted for him. So, and I know it's not you voted him because you thought he was like the best candidate to exist. But do you think he's gonna do good in his first 4 years? Do you think he's even gonna last 4 years? And do you think if he does, do you think he'll run for a second
Do you
term?
want my honest opinion? Or
Yeah.
Do you, okay.
Honest
I don't
opinion.
think he's gonna do as good. I don't think he's gonna do a fantastic job. I say this with the allest kindness of my heart. I believe he's gonna make America look better. I think of like being respectable. Like I hate to say it, but Trump made us look like donkeys. He made us
Well,
look
that's
like
the Democrats for
He
you.
made us look like arses. Democrats, they have their different views, and I don't believe in a lot of their views, but I do believe that with Biden and Harris in office, that these 4 years will be maybe not as terrible, or towards the end of the 4 years of Trump. I don't think they're going to be as bad. I think that it's going to be good. I don't think it's just going to be like how everyone's like predicting it, like, oh, he's going to like change everything. He's going to change everything. I think he's just going to do an okay job. But on top of that, what makes it better is that he's going to make us look better. Because I hate saying this, I'd rather have a freaking old dude who is, who doesn't, seem like he would be racist or whatever.
I mean, he has said racist things in the past.
Well, I mean, not okay. Let's not get into this.
Right.
But like, I would rather have him, and especially a female who is the first ever female vice president, first female black vice president. I feel like that image is better for the United States than annoying orange.
Okay, all right, I can understand that. Miguel.
I mean, for the next 4 years, I'm just glad it's not Trump. That's the hands down the only reason. I
But do you
voted
think
for him.
like?
Do I think he's gonna do a good job? I hope so.
Okay,
we
yeah.
can't know.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's
We have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, yeah, no, I agree. I think with
So-
any new president, you should always give them a chance and hope they do good for America because when they succeed, America succeeds.
it's
I mean,
Like
I
the
think
first, like, fucking 3 days.
on the thing that he's done, which I'm happy about, but not other people are not happy about, or well, some people I should say, is he rejoined the Paris Climate Accord, which is to help fight climate change. And then
I think that's more because people are upset of budget wise and like they shouldn't be focusing on that.
According to Ted Cruz, it's because it benefits the citizens of Paris more than the citizens of America.
Well,
which is not true. Which is
it's not
actually stupid.
Climate change is a very big. I hate saying that. I'm not being a Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, so far, he hasn't pissed me off, I should say.
I mean, it's only been 3 days. So
exactly.
If Miguel gets pissed off, it's all over, boys.
Yeah.
As long as they're
Get out of office. If you piss off Miguel, get out.
As for if I think he's gonna last 4 years or run again, I don't think so.
I mean, if he's still kicking it, I think he will.
I think he'll last 4 years, but I don't think he'll try to run a second term, but I don't.
I wouldn't.
I
let
think
him
Harris.
run.
I think Harris will run.
If Harris runs for well, technically it'd be her first term. I would vote for her.
I would vote for her.
But I just don't see Biden. He'd be 81, bro. As much as if he does a good job, I don't care.
Right.
I mean, Betty White's 99. I mean, listen,
Well,
age is just
politics is a lot more of a stressful position and job than I think compared to a celebrity. And I think just in general, Betty White has good genes and she's taken care of herself throughout her 99 years. Whereas Joe Biden, I think,
that is true.
man's had white hair since the 90s, I believe. So
I mean, he's still running though.
I mean,
he's still running, but
when Obama went into office, he had no wrinkles, his black hair. After 2012, bro, gray fucking hair. I go, Jesus.
yeah, that man went through after 2016. Yeah,
Oh, 2016. Yeah, I'm sorry.
hell, dude.
But like even
That's what happens when you that's what happens when you become president.
And-
8 years straight.
and I think I saw this I think Obama was voted like the coolest president. Like
No, he is the funniest.
He-
He's
is the
hilarious.
he is
was
fucking
funny.
hilarious,
I'll give
bro.
him that. If he wasn't in politics, he should have been like a comedian.
Obama out.
Again, I think that I wish Joe Biden the best of luck, but again, I said this in the last time. I don't think he's going to do that good of a job. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I want him to do good, but I just personally, for my opinion, I just don't think he's going to do the best.
This is the last political question. But who do you think is the better person of persona, like personality, Joe Biden or Trump?
Oh, Joe Biden, definitely.
Okay.
I said this even in 2016 when I was really political. I always said, I know Trump is an asshole. Personality-wise, he's a douchebag. I get that 100%. So personality-wise, yeah, no, I definitely think Joe Biden. If the face he puts up when he's talking, when he's speaking, is the real him, because again, politicians have this eminence front that I don't necessarily trust. But if just basing it off of that, if that's how he is, then yeah, definitely Joe Biden has a better personality than Trump.
There was always like a CNN post. Of course, it was CNN like, "Oh, Biden spotted not wearing his mask," and I clicked the article and I read it, and the article was that he was in a room apparently like safe.
All right.
Like with no one, like he took off his mask.
Your first problem is you read a CNN article.
Well, no, exactly. No, it was CNN that posted, and I go,
Still, sometimes they turn on their own, so it's just best not to. Or Fox,
so I'm like,
don't watch CNN
but then I
or
saw
Fox.
people post on Snapchat like, "Oh, look, Biden already took off his spotted without his mask." I go, yeah, because I mean, he was not really near anyone. He can't take off his mask if he's not near anyone. He can breathe. He's freaking.
It's stupid.
I just think we gotta stop criticizing him right now for the little
Yeah,
things.
it's only been 3 days.
Yeah, it's only been 3 days.
Give it at least a year, and if he tries to bomb someone for no apparent reason,
if
then
he does something big, they'll probably impeach
Someone
him.
already wants to. I saw someone. People already.
Taylor
impeach him.
Marjorie
Like,
Greene.
what?
Yeah,
She basically. I'll give you a rundown. She thinks 9/11 and Sandy Hook was fake.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That
well,
yeah,
I
so
mean, Jeff
that's
Field
how-
can't melt steel beams. We all know this.
right, but no, yeah, and I saw somewhere on Twitter that she said
Yeah, it's stupid.
she's already trying to impeach him. Impeach Biden. That's stupid.
Especially saying Sandy Hook is fucking fake. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not gonna go through anyways because her claims are from like before. So
Anyways, let's move out of
Yes,
that.
please. No
Joe
more.
Biden-
I think.
from the words of Tim, let's just
Yeah,
stop being
Joe
political.
Biden and Kamala Harris. Good luck. Godspeed.
Good luck. Don't do anything too bad, so please, because I don't feel like talking about politics.
Yes. So the next time we talk about politics, if we ever do,
Probably
is if you
memes.
fuck up.
Probably
So
memes.
don't
Or
fuck
if
up.
like some worldwide monumental thing happens.
Yeah.
So
But I'm just here for the memes. Listen.
on a more serious note, this is something that
How serious?
this is not political, but this is something
Thank
that
God.
is happened in the news on
Oh, yes, I know.
Thursday.
I know.
That is very sad to happening. So on Thursday, there were 2 suicide bombings in Baghdad. In the Baghdad market in Iraq that killed at least 32 and wounded about 110 people.
Has it gone up the numbers or no? It's been
No,
the same?
this was updated yesterday at 7:00 p.m.
Okay.
and nothing has been updated because it would say, but 32 people were killed and over 110 were wounded. And what happened was there were 2 bombings, 2 suicide bombers, but they did them at separate times. The first one, he went into a crowd, acted as if he was sick, and when people gathered around him, that's when he blew up his vest, and he killed a decent amount of people and injured a decent amount of people over there as well. And then when there were ambulance around, and then when there were more people gathering around the scene to see what was happening and to help, that's when the second suicide bomber came and blew himself up. And with this, they killed 32 people and wounded over 100. And as of this time of us recording, ISIS has claimed that this was an attack. Yes, because yes, as you said, did anyone claim it? And I looked when I was at work yesterday. ISIS did officially claim this. Yes, ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attacks, according to the site intelligence group.
Now, I know ISIS, I don't know ISIS, but like ISIS has been known to claim things that aren't theirs.
Right.
Do you think that they just, I mean, I haven't heard about an ISIS claim in, honestly, like a few years. Yeah. Like, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. Do you think that it's actually them? Do you think, they're just claiming it just because?
Who else could it be?
Right. Well, I mean Al-Qaeda is still around.
Al-Qaeda is...
Then they would have claimed it, wouldn't they?
Right. I mean, I don't know what part of the Middle East that Al-Qaeda necessarily is in, so I'm not entirely sure, but that is true. They could just be claiming it just to...
Al-Qaeda's Afghanistan, I'm pretty sure. And
is it?
ISIS is Iraq.
Okay, all right. I mean, yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I think... Don't quote me
ISIS is known for doing that, though, claiming something that they didn't necessarily do.
But I mean, the way they did it out, and I said this before, and as terrible as it is, it's disgustingly a smart way. And I know, and it's disgusting to say that, but like you acting sick in public, people are going to gather. That is one of the quickest ways to get a group. And I mean, like, I don't think a random person or random group of people just thought of that. Like, oh, why don't we do that? Like, if it is ISIS, then maybe they did think of that. I mean, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you were really thinking about that, that seems like a big organization kind of idea.
Oh, yeah, no, that was obviously planned, definitely. And this is why a lot of people, when they see someone hurt on the ground on the streets, a lot of times people don't go and help them. Remember that video we watched in psychology where like they did like a test to see like if there was a guy or someone hurt on the ground.
Remember that.
No one came to help them. It took like 10 minutes or so before someone actually went up to them and said, "Are you all right?" Because they have this fear in the back of their mind that, okay, this guy may not actually be sick. He may just be trying to hurt me. Whether if it's a bombing, he's going to stab me, take my money, shoot me, call an ambulance, but it's not for me, something like that.
Well, I do remember, this is not kind of similar, but it's not. The Boston bombings, there was this one video where after the bomb blew up, there was, I guess someone had a GoPro on from a runner. Literally, like, once the bomb exploded, people rushed in to help people. Like the people that were in the running, people that were out of the explosion area, like when they saw the explosion, they just ran towards the people to help them out.
Really?
Oh, yeah, like it was a powerful video. And I remember, like, speaking of Michelle Obama, she was actually like talking about the video of how like this is what Americans are. Like, this is like, I'll show you the video later. Like, it's a really, like, as terrible as like you see the explosion, like it's a powerful video when you see people rushing to help other people. Because I know that there was like a few hundred that were injured, but only like 3 died in that. So like a lot of people were helping the injured a lot.
That's pretty brave too, because they didn't know if there like a second bomb was going to go
exactly.
as well.
Like I don't know if that was the first bomb or that was the second. I don't remember which one that was. I think that might have been the first bomb, because I know the 2 bombs were placed in different areas. Yeah, so people did rush towards that. So people will rush towards it. I mean, obviously, you see an explosion, you see people hurt. I'm like, oh shit! Like, I wouldn't know what to do, honestly, in that situation. I would be like, do I get away? Do I see if anyone needs help? Like, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation.
Right.
So it's probably it would be the adrenaline kicking in for me to go help people. So that's probably what happened with the people at the Boston bombing. But no, you're right. If like you see someone just randomly like oh, I'm hurt, oh, we'll call the ambulance. He has like a big stomach and he has a big trench coat and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna go help you.
Like it's like people, you can't be too careful these days, and it sucks because there are some genuinely evil people out there who will use that to their advantage and try to hurt you.
And for the evil people out there, pardon the French, but fuck you.
I have not like a theory, but I have I guess a theory because
bring it up to the FBI.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
We should just change our names, guys. Conspiracy on easy mode.
Conspiracy. Life on conspiracy mode.
Ooh.
But like, so I was reading this article and it did state that the Trump administration did pull out a significant amount of troops and soldiers from Iraq. There's still about 2,500 members in there in total, but a significant amount of them were pulled out. I think it happened like 8 months ago, so a few months ago. I remember reading that he pulled some of them out.
No, this was recent. This was in
Yeah,
October.
I saw
October,
this
yeah, so a few
recently.
months ago.
I don't know.
So
that's still a few months ago. But
Maybe
they did it because of that. ISIS. Did
like
that?
I'm saying, like, again, I don't know fully, but maybe they did this because they felt a little more comfortable since they felt there were less American soldiers in there. And since ISIS, we never fully eradicated them. They're still a thing, but
that's still
they were significantly reduced because we did bomb a decent amount of them in the Middle East. We did kill off a decent amount of them. So maybe since they're still around, they're feeling a little more comfortable because there's not as many troops in there. And maybe when back in October or whatever, when he started pulling soldiers out, maybe they were like, okay, we need to plan another attack now that we're starting to get less American soldiers in here. That could just be an explanation as to like why and when they started planning.
Another explanation why is because there's an election about to go on in Iraq.
That is true. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I think that's what they think is why the bombing happened.
Wait, they wanted to stop the election, or they wanted to like send a message?
I think it was just send a message or something like that.
Okay, I did read about that. Like, send.
I did see that too.
Now
yeah.
I don't know
then,
like terrorist. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say then like. So then why would ISIS claim it then? Because like does ISIS?
I mean, fuck, it's a terrorist group. They claim it to put fear in people's eyes. Like, oh shit, we did that. Yeah, you better watch out.
It's just a bit odd. Like if they do find out it was a political thing, because like I mean, does ISIS usually dabble in politics like that?
Well, it's not like it's not. I don't think he meant to say it as it is a politic movement. I think he just meant to say like.
An election is coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something like
That's
that.
fair.
Well,
okay.
maybe it's due to like we don't know the candidates for Iraq or anything.
don't know.
So maybe it's like a candidate that's like super against ISIS and has like plans to. I don't know.
That is true. Okay. Yeah. You know.
But
We don't read up in that stuff. But
we don't know.
ISIS didn't claim anything for a few years. We said like something like that because I don't remember reading anything.
Last like major attack or whatever that I heard that ISIS claimed was I believe about in like 2018 or so, like early 2018. Because for like a long time you didn't hear from them much at all.
Yeah. Now I don't know terrorist groups, organizations. I don't know all the names off the top of my head. But Trump in the beginning of January 2020, who did he kill?
Oh, he killed that. Was it?
No, that wasn't a terrorist. That was.
It was an Iraqi general.
I know Iraqi general, but didn't he dabble
Iran.
in? Didn't he dabble in
So
I thought he did.
So here's the thing: the general that Trump killed was the general of our version of the CIA, kind of, but like that was
okay, that makes sense.
Iran, but it was like more like terroristy, I should say.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Like I knew obviously their version of CIA isn't all
Well, they're not like international.
Yeah, but like they're a little bit more extreme, I guess you could say. So maybe. I mean that would have been in January. I don't think ISIS would have been affected by that. So
no, because I don't think they.
Plus, that was in Iran, like you said, too. So.
But I do know that over the years we have been reducing ISIS, and especially with Al Qaeda, we kind of, especially after 9/11, we and the assassination of Osama bin Laden, we kind of just like forced them out, and like I don't think there's.
You probably know more about this than me. Didn't Trump do a treaty with one of the terrorist groups?
He did a treaty with. I know what you're talking about. He did a treaty with.
You don't know about that?
Was this like in the beginning of his presidency?
No,
this was in the middle,
like half.
Middle,
like just above half.
I think he did I know he did something with North Korea.
This is when I started.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, I know, but like
he did something with another
one. It fell
one.
apart. Yeah, North Korea kind of hates us again.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, I mean, they never liked us from the start.
No, but like they kind of did when Trump talked to them, and they just fell apart.
Did they really? Though?
Nobody likes fucking.
Could you trust them?
No.
I wouldn't trust Kim Jong-un with my fucking life.
Exactly.
Like I would not want that man babysitting my daughter.
Man would give him a nuke. Here, go play.
I mean, unless he was like what he's described in the interview, maybe. But
regarding the treaty, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look that up later, but I don't remember hearing anything about that because if that was like the middle of his presidency, that's when I kind of just start like not being into politics as much anymore.
Yeah, I remember like especially in school you had a Trump pen.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. You can't deny it. That was pretty funny.
No, when you started writing, you would just do Trump quotes. I'm pretty sure, right? Or did you have to press? Oh, I thought it was. No, did you press it?
Oh yeah, to press the head and then made Trump quotes. But anyway, we're getting off topic. We're
talking about Nicky's pen.
Yeah, so fucking I don't remember that treaty you were talking about.
I don't think it was with ISIS.
I don't think
no, not with ISIS.
I don't think we would ever do something with that.
No,
with ISIS.
Do it something with ISIS. No, because I remember once Al Qaeda started to die down. I believe in like
It was
2013, 2014,
once
like
after
shortly after
Osama
Osama bin Laden died. That's when you started hearing ISIS.
Oh, the Taliban. It was a treaty.
Taliban.
Oh, the
Okay,
Taliban.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Read up on that because
That's not ISIS.
because
Though.
I remember shortly after when Osama bin Laden was killed, about a few years after, we started hearing of beheadings happening in this new group called ISIS.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, what the hell?
Yeah,
And
like I don't like it's like in whatchamacallit, Captain America, the first Avenger, like Red Skull goes, cut off a head, 2 more tickets place. Like it's basically the exact same thing.
right.
Well,
Like,
this is kind of political, but I don't want to say it. So never
W-
mind.
I mean, we're kind of.
I mean,
not-
we kind of already.
Okay,
Well-
so this is regarding the Taliban deal. So
Yep.
basically, recently the Biden administration wants to review the Taliban.
Okay, yeah,
treaty.
Okay.
So
I don't know what that entails though. I don't know if that's like being
so
peaceful with
the,
them or.
the treaty basically is, the Trump administration took out troops from Afghanistan as long as the Taliban would
Back off.
reduce violence.
Okay, back off. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Something on
I
that.
think that also fell apart. I'm not entirely too sure.
And the Biden administration wants to try to get that back up again.
No, they want. It says they're reviewing it. They just,
Okay.
So
Oh, it's
I don't
it's
know
like-
what they want
So
to do.
they're going to review the legitimacy of it, I guess, to see if the Taliban is keeping their word and promise, and to see if there's not American troops in there, and like just to see if both sides are agreeing with the treaty, and if not, if they find out that Taliban is still acting violently and still doing things, we're probably gonna have to
Yeah, so
deploy
you're
more.
right. It says here they want to make sure they're living up to their
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Right. So if not, they're
That's-
gonna put more American troops back in there. I can imagine.
And-
Okay.
And,
so
ISIS is not making. I mean, like ISIS isn't part of that.
No,
but it's.
so I will give Trump credit for that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know, the funny. It's not really funny, but like the thing is, like, I didn't see a lot of it on the news, and I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram, and I only heard about it when you guys told me. This was another instance where you guys told me about, especially with the during Christmas, the
The
Nashville
Nashville bombing. Yeah.
I didn't hear about it until you guys told me about it, and then I was like, what? And then like I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram all day, and
It was the first thing in the early morning.
Well, I mean, yeah.
but it's weird how like it's just not showing. It's either not showing up in my feed or like it's
Well-
like it maybe people aren't like we talk about like school shootings and stuff like that. Like if they're not as big, people or media won't post it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the same thing. Obviously, it's if ISIS is claiming it. I mean, they did it afterwards, so maybe I'll see something on the Facebook today. But I mean, what did you say? Like 30-something people died.
32 people died, 110
Yeah, so I'm surprised
injured.
I didn't see.
Yeah,
it. Maybe
I
I
mean,
must have skipped it, but I'm surprised.
it is weird because I remember comparing this to the Nashville bombing. When the Nashville bombing first
more
happened, we
about
heard a
it.
lot more
You
about
heard
the
more
Nashville
about it.
bombing. Like that was like trending all over
Well-
Twitter. Everything about trying to find out about who Anthony Quinn Warner was, that was all over Twitter.
That's
and,
because it was in America.
Yeah.
And on Christmas.
and
It
Now,
wasn't a
the-
terrorist group. It was well.
And here's the thing too. Another thing, and the reason why we probably heard more about the Nashville bombing compared to what happened in Baghdad. I hate to say this, but stuff like that isn't uncommon to happen in the Middle East, where these bombings happen, where multiple people die. The streets are covered in like ruins, blood. You know that. Unfortunately, it's just a reality that happens a lot in the Middle East.
Yeah.
In a lot of third world countries, these violent things happen. Compared to America on Christmas Day, when a van blows up, warning people to get away. You know, it's. I feel like that got trending more so of just the obscureness of it, because the fact that it warned people that it was going to blow up rather than just blowing
Yeah.
up, that, compared to something that isn't
In the
as
Middle
uncommon
East.
in the Middle East, where two suicide bombers took out more than a dozen people.
Now, if ISIS claimed the Nashville bombing, then it would be a national news.
Yeah, because that would be like, what the hell? They're in
Because
America.
I don't remember ISIS. I think they claimed something in Paris. They claimed something in no, not London. I know they claimed. Didn't they claim something in Paris? ISIS.
They usually
There was a
do.
Paris bombing in 2015.
Yeah, I remember that.
They
They
claimed.
claimed. I don't think they've claimed anything big in America, have they?
No.
No.
Not that I can think of.
No.
right? Yeah. So
they didn't
thank
claim
God it
anything
hasn't
big in
come to that yet.
So
Obviously, I know. Obviously, Al Qaeda claimed obviously for 9/11 and stuff like that.
obviously, yeah.
But I don't think ISIS claimed anything for anything that happened in America. I know they claimed the Paris. Something happened in London because there was a bus in London. I don't know if they claimed that the bus was ramming people in London.
Oh, that was back in 2016.
Yeah, I don't
something
know.
Like that.
I don't know if ISIS claimed that as well.
Right, yeah.
But maybe they didn't. Maybe it really wasn't them. But seriously, like ISIS will claim she's like, oh yeah, that's totally mine. Like, did we do that? No.
Right.
Oh shit. But if anything, I would probably believe it was probably ISIS that did this. I mean, it sounds like ISIS. If you really want me to say it, which is disgusting. But they aren't as big as what they were when they started. Thank God.
No.
But like I think what you are correct. Like we pulled out how many troops? Do you know? Like
It didn't say, but there are still 2,500 remaining in Iraq But compared to like what we used to have, that's a pretty
like 8,000 we
I
would
don't-
have to have at
something like
least.
that. But we pulled out a pretty significant amount of troops.
I don't
out
know
of
how
Iraq.
true this is, but I'm pretty sure Biden is sending some of them back. I don't quote me on it. That's what I read.
Okay,
right.
so
I mean,
is
that
it,
sounds
is it
like-
like in response to this happening in Iraq, or is this
Or,
like
no, it's
Well, I mean,
just
we-
to reverse Trump's rule of the. I think
I think I saw
I
something
think
about
it's
that.
I think it's to reverse like the because Trump did that against his generals like warning or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
okay?
And
So-
like we wouldn't do that to respond to it because it's not part of our jurisdiction. It's nothing like we have to deal. America has to deal about. So I wouldn't be like, oh, Biden's position would be like, oh yeah, let's send the troops over. Let's do that. Like it's none of our business as. So unless they bomb, an American base, which I'm pretty sure they have before, or like they've attacked an American base before. I'm pretty sure they have either Al Qaeda or ISIS. I know Al Qaeda has, but then we can send troops in. But if it's not our like area,
I just don't want to go into like a pointless war. And I get it. Like if Biden is resending troops back in there because he feels that it's for the safety of America and just take out these terrorist organizations, I'm fine with that. Putting troops
out
in there,
ISIS,
it's fine.
I
It's
don't
just like
care.
I just don't want things to escalate and we end up in another war or something. So
I don't think ISIS would start a.
I
like,
don't think so
I don't
either.
think
No,
they're-
they wouldn't
they're-
win.
they're-
They wouldn't win.
But they're like a group of like 50.
Yeah, literally. How many are left? Because we've
Well, I
taken
mean,
out, like,
I don't freaking know.
we've
how
taken
many.
out like big heads of theirs. We've taken out a
We
decent amount of
have
their
thousands.
soldiers.
We have the scariest military. I mean, North Korea is probably second, but we have the scariest military probably in the world.
North Korea
No,
has
yeah.
the scariest leadership.
Yeah.
We have
The
sc-
biggest-
scarier equipment.
Dictatorship.
Yeah, we have scarier equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah, do more
scarier
damage.
equipment.
We could literally make North Korea a parking lot
Bro,
if we wanted to.
Bro, we have bombs probably in Area 51 that are the size of this apartment building.
Probably it could wipe out a mini country.
Because you fucking know that it's been 60 plus years. We definitely had made nuclear bombs
Well-
like bigger than that. So
I was telling you guys this yesterday. Technically, nuclear bombs are illegal, but
we could.
But listen, there's no rules in war. Just like how nobody wins in war, there's no such thing as rules in war. You do what you do
Who the
to
hell
win.
made that? We're like, all right, guys. Someone's like the overseas, like in the clouded heavens, like, all right, guys, rule no more nuclear bombs.
No shooting below the belt.
All right, if you see someone hurt, don't advance.
Yeah, literally. Like
I
there's no
just
such
think
thing
the
as-
only reason for a nuclear bomb is for self-defense.
No, a nuclear
What?
bomb is to send a message
No,
like we did
no,
in Japan.
I know, but like I'm saying the rule like to keep a nuclear bomb is for
But do
self-defense.
you really think people are really
No.
gonna follow? Exactly. So
Right,
who
yeah.
who
I
who
hope
made
I
this
want
rule?
them
That-
to.
like that, I
but-
can understand that could be like the purpose for a nuclear bomb, but the way leaders will use it, they'll use it to just take out their enemy and just to win the war. I mean, that's how we used it against Japan in 1945. We felt that we weren't going to win. We didn't do it out of defense. We were like, all right, a good defense is a good offense. So we
Well,
went
we already
and bombed
won
the shit out of them.
against Germany. Japan was basically the only people we had to worry about.
Yeah, because I mean, we were making strides in Japan before we bombed them, but
But didn't we already get Hitler after? Well, we didn't get Hitler, but like after the bomb, didn't we?
Wait, what happened?
The bombing was after. I think we
Really?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
August 6th and August 9th, 1945 is when we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Okay.
1945.
Yeah, how
Okay,
many-
so that did happen after because Hitler died on April 30th.
1945?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so it
Okay,
was-
so
so
we
I-
bombed them
Yeah,
afterwards.
so
so like,
I knew for a fact that when we bombed Japan, the Nazis were kind of already taken
right,
care of.
we were more so focused on Japan,
Japan.
because I forget if we were making strides or if they were making strides, and we were like, oh, I think if we were making strides, I don't think we would
I
have
don't
dropped the
think
nukes. I think we said, listen, if we don't do this now, we're going to be speaking Japanese, so we gotta kill
Well,
them.
I think it's also another response for the Pearl Harbor attack.
Yeah, that's
obviously
true.
years after. But then like I don't think Japan was doing anything. Basically, once we took over the Nazis, basically World War II wasn't over, but it was basically over because Nazi was basically number one rule. Like they wanted to
yeah.
take over the world. Japan was like we were like, do we think Japan's an enemy? Yeah, let's. Should we just show them a message? What should we do? Kill a few 100,000 people. Okay, cool.
We killed like a.
Okay, get Fat Boy in
We
there.
killed more civilians than anything though, but that was.
Oh my God.
See, with that, since we killed more civilians because we bombed cities, that was more of a message. Like, listen, if you don't stop now, we're gonna keep killing your people.
Bro,
That's basically what it was, basically. So,
just like
and they did concede after that.
After
they did.
the second one.
yeah.
After the second bombing, 3 days later.
And,
There's a really good movie. It's an anime, but it's from the 80s. It's called Barefoot Gen, and it shows like
you watch anime.
I like more old school anime. Like I like the aesthetic to this, but this is a really scary movie because it shows graphicness and the realism of the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. It shows like this Japanese family in 1945 and how like anytime they think an air raid would come, they would go into hiding. And then it just shows like in the middle of the movie one day, this kid's just walking to school. And all of a sudden, it just shows like the American planes. They show this American planes. They show the bombs drop, and all you just see is the nuke go off. And the first thing you see is like this little girl standing there, and you just see her skin melt and her eyeballs just fall out and disintegrate. I watched something and I don't know. It was scary, dude.
But you know what I hate most about not that I hate most. There are great, not adaptations, but like representations of what happened during the war. Mm-hmm. I hate the fucking Pearl Harbor movies. There's like. There's too many of them.
Really?
Like there's Pearl Harbor.
I've never heard of any Pearl Harbor.
There's Pearl Harbor
movies.
with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck,
and then there's one that came out recently, like last year. It's the plot of Pearl Harbor makes no fucking sense. Literally, like it doesn't even deal with World War II. It just deals with the attack of Pearl Harbor, this love story, and it's directed by Michael Bay.
Michael Bay love story?
Well, I mean, he tried to do it with Transformers, but that's why Megan Fox quit. But no.
So
war. I don't think there's.
Just remember, kids. In war, there's no such thing as a winner. There's only blood, death, and sorrow. Just remember.
I mean, there's victories.
There's no. I mean, yeah, there are such thing as victories, but at what cost? I've won, but at what cost?
I won, but at what cost?
Yeah, I know. We stopped an evil regime. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, if we can prevent a war from ever happening, definitely go for that. That's just what I'm saying.
Probably a movie about it. I haven't seen it. I've only seen the war movies with Saving Private Ryan, 1917, Dunkirk, the Schindler's List. I don't think there's one about the bombings of Hiroshima, unless I'm not mistaken.
The anime movie I just mentioned.
I know, but like live action. The only one that I can think of is in the Wolverine, the beginning of it.
Oh yeah.
Which I actually watched recently, where you see the fucking bomb and the fucking Japanese soldiers just kill themselves because they know there's no fucking way out of it. You just see the fucking bomb just like. And like Logan like grabs the fucking Japanese dude and saves him. Right. But I don't think there's any movie.
There's definitely some out there.
There's definitely some.
It could be an older one, but we're just not thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
But war movies are. Side note: war movies are very well done.
If they're done right, they're done really well.
Like I know you won't watch, especially with the list, the Oscar list. You won't watch
Saving Private Ryan,
Schindler's List, or
I have seen Schindler's List.
But Saving Private Ryan more. Even like the '90s, like that was made in the '90s, bro. Like that's still graphic.
Yeah. Effects. Yeah. So again. Rest in peace to the people who passed away in the Baghdad bombing.
Yes.
Our hearts and condolences are with their families, and hopefully the people who are in the hospitals who were injured, hopefully they recover. And
how many were injured?
110, at least 110, so approximately. So, and then 32 were killed. So, I guess we could talk about something a little more lighthearted. Miguel, want to talk about what Xbox is doing with their subscription membership?
I heard that.
They actually.
They took it
wait,
back.
talk about it.
So basically, Xbox was like, yeah, we're gonna raise our prices, and we're
to
gonna.
What was it?
So they raised the 1 month by $1, the 3 months by like $10, and then they raised.
Which makes no
they
sense.
doubled their 6 month price
Mm-hmm.
from $30 to $60. So instead of like $60 for a year, you'd be paying $120 for a year.
It makes no sense.
So basically, they were trying to get people to go on their Game Pass as well, which is even more money. Mm-hmm. But you get more stuff from it. So
I did have the Ultimate Game Pass. It was about $16 a month. It's basically the same thing as PlayStation Plus. Like you can get not the same thing, but it's kind of like PlayStation Now, which I pay $10 a month.
Right. Where like
you get like a few games, you get a few hundred games selected that you get to play for free, and I think it comes with gold. I'm not mistaken if you get Xbox Gold with it.
Game Pass comes with gold. That's why they wanted.
Okay, but I canceled it because I don't play Xbox. My dad, Tom, pays the Xbox Live. So I was like, nah, I'm not paying $16 a month. I don't barely play anything. So, but the fact that they doubled the yearly price, I know PlayStation. I do the 3 months. I do the 25 every 3 months. I don't know what the year is.
60.
60. Why in God's... Well, you're probably going to continue, but like it makes no... They could have done it so many other ways. Raise $1 for 1 month, $10 for 3 months, but fucking double fucking...
for 6 months.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
And when I asked you that, you said, well, actually, so did something happen?
So yeah, they
took it back, right?
Yeah, they took it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
okay,
I saw...
I was about to say, because like, I think they even knew. They're like, all right, if we do this, if we go through this, we're going to lose to Sony.
They upped the price in the same day, like at night. They're like, okay, we listen, we're going to bring it back. We're going to take it back. Still 12
At least they
dollars.
listen to the
Yeah,
I
fans.
think it's
but
'cause-
they also made free to play games free because before this happened, you had to have gold to play like Fortnite or like
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so thank God I
So-
canceled. Oh.
So they made that free now. So now you can play without PlayStation.
I think it's
Xbox
because
Live.
they wanted. The only reason why I can think they wanted to raise that fucking amount of money
It's because they weren't making
because
enough
they
sales.
were not making any sales with the Xbox Series S. Because PlayStation is. I'm hopefully getting mine. Because stores are hopefully getting to be coming back and selling them in February. That's when I plan to get it, or Amazon or fucking whatever. PlayStation fucking has been selling out like every single time. Every single time the new store comes in.
I can confidently say that PlayStation won this time.
Oh
Yeah,
God, yeah. I
this
don't-
generation, this is generation 9.
They
They
didn't-
won this one hands down.
They didn't make enough units as they did with the PlayStation 4, which is why they're fucking selling out like you know.
Which is fair because
It's expensive. It takes a lot of more money to
and
make.
during a pandemic.
And plus, we kind of knew that Xbox was going to get you with this because, especially if you bought the Series S, which is like, okay, this is extremely cheap for a brand new console. We kind of knew that they're going to get us with like, okay, Xbox Game Passes or whatever, storage, extended
the
storage,
SD card.
SD card,
SSD
I will
card.
get the smaller one, the Series S.
Yeah.
That's like what 200, 300.
$299.
290 really?
I think it's
check.
two. Well,
I thought it was.
'cause
Oh
the
no,
X,
I think it
the
is.
X
yeah.
is 400 because I know the PlayStation
No,
500. Yeah,
the Series X is 500.
I thought it was 400.
Nope, it's 500. That's why I said
Really?
wait.
Oh shit.
So then
okay.
I think the Series S is either 300 or 400.
No, the Series S. I know for a fact it's
Okay, so
300,
then-
299.
$299, yes, so $300
Okay,
bucks. It costs.
okay,
How much is
so-
the X Series X?
So then it's 500.
500.
Yeah, it's 500 because the regular PS5 was 500 as well.
I don't know how many units Xbox made, but I know obviously Xbox sold out too. But I don't think they made as much as PlayStation. Obviously, PlayStation just after PS4 they won. Xbox was like, oh, we're definitely gonna fucking win this one because we won Xbox 360. We're gonna win this one. Nope.
No. The only time they ever won was with the 360, realistically, because the
The
PS2 won that.
Yeah,
PS2
the PS2
won.
was better than the original Xbox.
Personally, I love my PS3.
I
but
love
no,
PS3.
Xbox 360 beat PS3.
No, I know. The controller was better, but PS4 slaughtered.
but the only-
PS5 is gonna slaughter.
The only thing I loved over PS3, which is why I played PS3 more, was because the PlayStation Plus was free back then.
Yeah,
that is true.
That is the
true.
only good thing about it. Obviously, Xbox, like everyone fucking had it. The controls were better. I will admit that I hated I hated the DualShock remote.
Some military branches actually use the Xbox 360 controller to this day.
Really?
Yeah, to this day.
It's a
like,
good controller.
It's still a great.
That
controller.
and like the GameCube are like some of the best. I wish I could find my
Nah,
GameCube.
nothing will beat the Nintendo DS, boys. You will never get, or the Game Boy. You will never get
I don't
another.
know the Wii.
PSP.
Oh,
The PSP was
Nah, the
ahead of
Soldier
its
Boy
time.
console
Oh.
wins every time.
how much of that? I want to know how much that's.
No,
sold.
That-
the new KFC console that cooks
Yo.
that
Oh,
no, that's
cooks your
supposed
Using
chicken.
a chicken wing as a controller? Yo,
No.
that's a dub.
It cooks your chicken while you're playing.
No, it doesn't. No, that's false. I will say it heats up your chicken.
oh, it heats.
It's
up.
a microwave.
It's a heater.
A
But
microwave
apparently
console?
It's not supposed to be it's going to be basically a PC. So basically, the people are estimating it. People think it's going to be released around the summer, and this is real. Like this is legitimate. Like KFC is actually going to release this.
Am I gonna
And
buy that over the Xbox?
It's no, it's people are because of the graphics. You can go on the website. My phone right now is I have no idea.
Imagine going to GameStop to get a fucking game for KFC.
If
What are the games? Like, what kind of games are they gonna have on their
Chicken Simulator.
Cooking Mama or something?
No, so KFC console. So if the Cooler Master, that's what it's called.
The Cooler Master.
If I go
That's
on
called
the website.
Why not the Heater Master?
So look, it tells you. Look, it built-in sensor design. It literally tells you it has the heart of this beast. This machine is the Intel NUC and Extreme Compute element. This thing is fucking Alienware. So people are thinking it's gonna be about a couple $1,000.
Their motto is "We're finger
But
playing
it
good."
has VR ready, ray tracing, 240 FPS, 240 hertz, 4K gaming, and it's powered by Asus and Seagate.
It's got
Oh,
4K.
so it's a PC.
It's console, but like fucking like
It's basically a PC.
like
I wonder what interface they'll have for it, because
you don't make a website like this. Like literally, this is how they heat up the chicken. Like a Cooler Master, we got way beyond the outside of the box.
I
Delivered
feel like-
cutting edge performance.
I feel like you shouldn't buy it. You should wait a little while because I feel like there's gonna be a couple of houses burning down from this console. Like, oh, let me heat up my chicken while playing a game. It's gonna overheat and it's just the whole thing's gonna explode.
But like
Imagine you put your chicken in. You play like a VR headset, and then you're like playing like Beat Saber or some shit. Like, oh shit, my chicken.
no, you're playing Firefire Simulator. Like, oh, this house is really, fuck. There's like 4D. Why is it really hot in
Yeah,
here?
sheesh, this is really realistic. Ah!
But like, if like this can't be fake because they literally put so much design into the fucking website.
Imagine if they
Imagine
were trolling.
maybe
It's a 1 terabyte SSD with a Seagate.
the biggest
Barracuda.
April Fool's Day like prank if this isn't real.
If they, this has been teased.
I don't want it to be real,
This
though.
has been teased since.
It would be funny if it was real.
Would.
Officially announced December 22nd, 2020. I know there were teases in the fall. But because people are like, oh, it's a fucking joke. No, I remember in the fall I was looking on Twitter and like, oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. No, KFC came out on December 22nd. I was like, no, this is real.
It's like, bro.
Bro, what's are they not making enough money? Like,
I mean, it's kind of like how Nintendo went from a taxi service to making games.
Like all these like the fucking like Screen Rant, like fucking like Thrillist, like all these like news sources, like the KFC console might actually be a real thing.
Crazy. Oh, voice crack. Oh.
Like I want to guess that they're probably gonna if they're teasing it this much, they already have the components. I would want to say in the summer, unless they do a fucking on April 1st, the biggest fucking joke ever. Like, oh yeah,
Yo.
it's just like a promotion for like their new chicken.
what was the biggest April Fool's joke you've ever fell for?
Santa Claus.
Oh my god, I feel wasn't there one recently? There was like supposed to be like I think there was supposed to be like a movie, not recently, but like maybe it was like a couple of years ago. I feel like there was like a movie trailer or like a movie that was supposed to be released on April. No, I know it. So it was Rick and Morty. So Rick and Morty, the season 3. Okay, season 3. It's supposed to come out in July. It's supposed to come out in July. On April 1st, on the website of Adult Swim, there was one episode released. People were like, "Oh, it's fake." It's no one batted the eye on April 1st. And then when the season 3 came out, people were like, starting with episode 2, wait, where's episode 1? And then Adult Swim had to come on and say, you guys are freaking idiots. We released the first episode on adultswim.com.
Damn.
So it's not a joke, but I thought that was pretty cool.
That is kind of funny.
I don't know any jokes that I fell for. I mean, like freaking like no,
I was naive. So you
God.
know the razor company.
yeah.
So you know how like they always come up with like crazy ass stuff that sometimes actually works. Like recently, it's their mask. On April, I didn't realize that was April Fool's at the time. But like
Wait, Razer
the gaming company.
Okay.
Yeah. So they posted a Facebook post. Remember, I didn't know it was April 1st.
2020.
No, this was a few years ago. They came out with a hover mouse where like you like
hover mouse?
Yes, a hover mouse. In my defense,
I mean, they have not a hoverboard, but like, I mean, it's not really a hoverboard. Fuck it. Yeah,
They-
you're an idiot.
I didn't know it was April 1st. Okay, and you gotta admit they kind of do some crazy ass shit too.
Okay, they do, but a
Hover
hover
mouse,
mouse.
But
A hover
it
mouse.
wasn't like a hover mouse like all. It
Would
was
it
like,
like hum like?
yes, kind of.
Okay,
So
they-
the way I thought it was like, because like there is stuff like that where like you know like those like cups that like kind of levitate on like these like wooden like bowl thingies. No.
It's
don't-
not-
I don't know what you're
If
talking
anything, that's not really levitating, or that's just like a little ball you're not seeing underneath that makes it look like it's levitating.
No, look up a levitating like.
Okay, but your first thought was like they came up with a hover mouse before a hover car or a hoverboard.
Yes.
That's the first thought.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, you got to start small, so I guess I can understand where you're
Like
coming
like
from.
like you've never seen those things where
No.
it's like
but I
really.
may have, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's like this like
The only thing that I could come think of is like the fushigi ball that when you're far away from it, like it's the glass ball. When you're far away from it, it looks like it's floating in your hand.
okay.
Like the glass ball. I don't know if you
like you've never seen those. Well, you obviously haven't. But it's like a wooden like base plate or like coaster, a wooden coaster, and then your cup just like levitates on it. So I was like, oh, maybe they have a mouse pad and something like that, like resistance or something, you know? So
I really hope that you look on Twitter, April Fool's 2021, and it's a hover keyboard. and then you're gonna be like, wait a minute.
Hover chair?
Hover
You just
chair.
float in your chair. That'd be cool. Though. I would pay for money.
I feel like they should have already come up with something hover. Like they said they called the fucking little the Segway a hoverboard. I mean, it's really not a hoverboard. I wish it was, but no, I like going on Twitter and seeing people like tweet like fucking.
See, look.
Like that's the best part of April Fool's. Like oh guys, it's like a Merry Christmas, or like just the stupid jokes. Like stupid jokes on April 1st on Twitter is pretty funny.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, isn't it like I don't think they actually hover.
Well, it has magnets, obviously.
Yeah.
And probably something like that, but
Yeah, I
it
don't
still
think it
hovers.
actually- yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay.
Now do you get where I'm coming
Yeah,
from?
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bro, if I was an April Fool's joke, I would be like, hover mouse, now only $12,000.
Yo, Black Friday sale, $11.99. $99.
Get $10 off.
Yeah, let's go.
So is that our final list?
That is, I mean, unless something changes, which it may, probably not, unless we think of another movie that we're going to switch out.
Oh, you should put Soul on there. Have an animated movie on there.
But then we have to bump it up to another 60
Oh, okay, yeah,
movies.
never mind,
So
never mind,
32,
never mind,
unless we switch out a movie. We might switch out a movie. We may not. We'll let you know. But those are the 32 movies. I've seen basically all of them. I haven't seen, surprisingly, I always wanted to see Baby Driver or Black Klansman, but I never got around to seeing it. So those are the only 2 movies I've seen. You people have some catching up to do. But they'll thank me later. You'll thank me later.
No.
Okay, well, these are my friends, guys. Yeah.
You're like the black sheep of the friend group. You're the one we just bully.
I'm
We only used to feel better about ourselves.
you just have me in the group because I'm one of the good-looking ones. I'm just that sheep.
Yeah, listen, I'll happily take the ugly but funny one. You can take the good looking one.
Damn.
Just the Drake, the
Drake, literally.
the good-looking but dumb one.
Literally.
On Twitter, God tweet. There's the God account. I don't know if you guys follow.
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He goes, "Yo, Larry King keeps asking too many questions." I go, "Oh my God, that's too early. That's too early." Oh my God.
That's kind of funny though.
They still on the actual Academy Awards website, or no, not. I'm sorry, Variety, which is like one of the big like movie like news sources, I guess. They're still doing predictions. Okay, so it's supposed to happen April 21st, 2021. I don't know if they're gonna do in person because I still think that they need to wait until most people are vaccinated or tested. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they're.
I think
obviously
vaccinated.
I don't think they're gonna have, even with vaccinations, the Oscars are not gonna have the hundreds of fucking movie stars at the place. If anything, they're most likely just going to have the people who are nominated, and then those people are gonna bring one person.
Right.
Because there's a lot of nominees, but then there's also people who aren't nominated that go, like presenters. I think they're gonna scrap like guest presenters if they're not nominated. And if they do in person, they're obviously, I know how they're going to do it. They're going to do masked every other seat. You can only bring one guest. There'll probably be some jokes about if Jimmy Kimmel hosts it again, I'm going to shoot my brains out. Like, he was okay the first time. It was
Talk
okay.
show hosts are not funny.
No, well,
No,
I
they're
like
not
Jimmy
funny.
Fallon.
They're not funny.
I do like Conan.
No.
You're the only one that watches talk show hosts.
Okay. They're too political, which I freaking hate. Like
Yeah. Now that Trump is out of office, they're not gonna have any more content.
Oh my God. Well, I don't like James Corden. I don't like Stephen Colbert. The only people I
James
like,
Colbert's the worst.
I hate him. The only person I like is Conan because he isn't cable. He isn't owned by NBC. He's owned by TBS, so it's not really like a regular like talk show. It's a talk show, but it's not like NBC or whatever. Jimmy Fallon is okay. I've always liked him. Jimmy Kimmel, I've been kind of getting annoyed recently lately.
I only like his mean tweets. That's the only thing I like from
I like-
any talk show host. That's the only funny thing.
Oh no, Jimmy Fallon when he does his fucking games, like if he does like
Those
Mad
are
Lib,
funny.
when he does like Mad Libs or like
Oh,
What's in the
okay.
Box, like those are fucking
Okay,
hilarious.
But it's like they themselves aren't funny. They have to do these little things to make their shows funny.
No,
True.
Jimmy Kimmel I think he's kind of funny.
Eh.
He's the, if anybody is funny out of all the talk show hosts, it's probably either between Conan or Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I think if I had to choose, it'd probably be Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, but Jimmy Kimmel first hosted the Oscars. Okay, that was funny. Second time, okay, it's kind of getting annoying. The only time because it was funny because he has the rivalry with Matt Damon. Like it's for laughs. It's obviously not real. So when Matt Damon was nominated for like producer of Manchester by the Sea, like he would always like say like nominated for this is this and that guy, and but the feud is pretty funny. So I like that. Then the second time he hosted, I was like, okay, Then he hosted the Emmys like twice, and I go, okay, fucking.
Kind of getting
Christ.
sick of you.
Yeah, and then when I really wanted the Academy to have Kevin Hart host, but because he tweeted something homophobic 10 years ago and he apologized, and then the Academy Awards, you know what they did? They said, we accept your apology. You want to come back host? Kevin Hart goes, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Good.
Like you guys just did that.
Good.
Like that.
See, that's a G right
Like
there.
I love Hollywood.
That's a winner.
But that makes me hate Hollywood. Like that.
No,
I want to go
Hollywood-
into the business, but goddamn it.
There's one thing more corrupt than politics. It's Hollywood.
My God. Not everyone is corrupt in Hollywood, but a good percentage of them.
Just like how the majority of politics don't care, politicians
Yeah.
don't care about you. Majority of mainstream celebrities are
Speaking
kind
of
of puppets to the elite.
I've never liked Bruce Willis, but this made me hate him even more because
I
apparently
thought you did.
Well, he's a very hard to work with actor. Like he's not
He
very
is.
nice on set.
Oh.
He went into a Walgreens apparently,
I
and he
know
did
that.
not want to put on his mask.
Yep.
He even had the neck thing on him. He was, can you put up your mask? No. And I go, you're a fucking celebrity. You are literally an example of hundreds of thousands, millions of people, and you're not gonna put up your mask. Nicky, let's just pray to God. Let's not become one of those people. Nicky's gonna
like
walk
Hollywood.
into a fucking CVS in like Los Angeles, like, sir, can you put on a shirt, please, sir.
I got my mask on, don't I? What's the problem here?
Bro, if masks are still a fucking problem 5-10 years from now, I'll be a little upset.
Oh my
Don't.
God.
I know
Don't
it's gonna be
say
a
that.
couple, maybe a
Hopefully
year.
by then we colonize Mars. Maybe COVID can't exist in that atmosphere.
Someone's infected on the ship.
But Elon Musk can be like, all right, boys, he's definitely gonna be the person to
Take us to
colonize.
Mars. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If not, then XAE12 Kyle, whatever the hell his name is.
No,
Apparently
I-
his name is actually Kyle.
No,
but like
they
it's
changed-
XAE.
they changed
No,
it.
that was a meme.
Okay.
No, that was his real name.
No, like being pronounced Kyle was a meme.
Oh.
Really? So his real name is actually still like some hieroglyphics?
No. I know he changed it.
Okay.
To what?
I think it was Kyle.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I'm pretty sure. No, I know it's a real name. It's. I think technically it's like if you would want to be called by your middle name. Like I guess that would be his middle name. Like
Okay.
that's his main name, but like he'll be called his middle name. It's like
You need to have a degree just to say his name.
like he's in the class. All right, Bob, where's Bob?
Bob Busk, where are you?
Oh, I feel so
Bro,
bad for
imagine
that kid, bro.
The substitute teacher, the fucking Key, like they did a skit and the substitute teacher from Key and Peele tried to pronounce his name.
Bro,
All right,
they should do that.
Y equals mx plus b squared. Where are you?
Literally. Pythagorean theorem, hello, where
Hello,
are you?
a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, we've rambled off. I think
we've
we're
been
done now.
bullshitting
I
enough
think
now.
we've
Yeah.
done now. So this next week we are going to be doing the movie things at the end of each podcast. At the beginning of the podcast, I'll announce what the northeast, southwest, what the seeds are, and then we'll continue with our topics. And then once we're done, we'll get into the starting off with probably the north region, whatever
Okay.
we make it.
And hopefully we'll have more interesting things to talk about.
Yeah, because
Yes.
besides the
And-
bombing, really wasn't much in the inauguration.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
then,
we could just talk about memes all day.
no.
No.
we're not.
No.
So what do you guys think of out of a
Okay,
10?
okay.
Meme,
All right.
meme review. Bernie Sanders meme.
Oh,
I give
hell
it a
yeah,
solid
meme
8.
review.
8.
9 out of 10. That's pretty funny.
No,
The Gangnam
10
Style
out
one
of
made it a
10.
9.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
Gangnam
yeah.
Style made it a 9. All right, thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
This was another episode. We will leave all our links in the description once again.
And if you're listening to us, keep listening. I don't know. Share with more people. We're on Spotify as well.
On Apple Podcasts as well.
Well, yeah. If they were listening on Apple Podcasts, I'm sure as hell they know we're on Apple Podcasts.
Well, some people listen on Spotify.
Okay,
you
but
know?
I'm saying like
Wait,
if
we're on
they're
Spotify?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
You just
was.
said it.
Just said
No,
it.
before you said that, I didn't even know we were on Spotify.
We've been
We're
on
on-
Spotify.
How long?
Well, all of our episodes are on there now.
What's
but
our
like,
monthly listeners like?
I don't
I
know.
don't freaking know. More of you need to listen. That's all I need to know. So thank you so much for watching.
Watch out the weekend. Here we come.
I am Gian Thomas XX Y equals Jeruso.
See, this man just overextends a joke, and then it's
No.
just not funny anymore.
Yeah.
I love you, bro. but
Cricket,
just stop
cricket,
it.
cricket.
Literally. All right.
This is why I lost best hair.
Miguel, closing words?
Bernie Sanders.
Okay.